Hey there. Welcome to the program with Second Half Coaching here. I very much appreciate you being here, and I'm so excited for this journey that we're about to embark on. So, this is the fitness app that you've got here, and with this, there should be a little like video, like camera under each exercise to show you a video of how the exercise is done, and I explain all the parts of the exercise, why we do some of the things the way that I like to have you do that, and the big part of the why with that is I want you to be safe. First and foremost, I want you to be safe with any of these exercises. Anytime that if you happen to feel a sharp pain at any sort of time when you're doing an exercise, that means stop immediately. Now, more of a dull ache, sort of a pain, that is something that we can kind of work through a little bit, but don't let it go too far, would be my suggestion on that. So, you know your body far more than I do at this point. And you have a much better feel of what you can handle and that sort of a thing. However, I would invite you to push a little bit, okay? Now, we don't want to be debilitatingly sore at the end of a workout. In fact, actually, soreness after workout really is no indicator at all on how good a workout is or isn't. So don't let that be your judge, okay? As to if you got a good workout the day before. If you wake up and you're like, man, I feel like I didn't do much of anything. It's okay. You still did something, and you know that you did. And so it's all right. But I understand, sometimes for me, especially I've been working out for a long time, being a little sore the next day, just sort of that reminder of, oh yeah, we did something yesterday is kind of nice. So like I said, a little bit of soreness is okay, but we don't want to take that too far. And then as you go through this app here, you'll see some things on there like sets and reps and rest, okay? And all of these are pretty important too. Sets is basically how many rounds, how many times we go through this. I like to do things in either a superset or a circuit style. So that means you do one exercise, you go to the next exercise, you go to the next exercise, and then you have a break after you get through that set of exercise, or the things, and that would be one set, and then you do that several times around. And in that one set, you'll have, let's say you have squats are 12 reps, so you do 12 squats, and then you would go to bent over row is 12 reps, so you do 12 bent over rows, and then the next exercise is floor press, and you do 12 floor presses, and then it's rest 90 seconds. So then that's where you would rest, and you want to put and have about 20 seconds in between each of those exercises, okay? So that's kind of how I like to work, is in these supersets or circuits, or small circuits of exercises. So kind of one exercise after the next after the next. The reason for that is you're working one body part while you're resting another one, okay? But we're still continuing to do some work in there. And then we're resting everything for a little bit, and then we're starting the process over. Typically, I'll do 3 sets of things, but sometimes we'll up it to 4. So it's just a matter of it. But now, if you get through 2 sets of something and you're like, that's all I can handle, that's fine. Okay, just do the 2 and move on. Or maybe you don't have time for the full workout. Fine, do 2 sets of everything and cut that time down. I try not to make the workouts be too long, in that they should be in that half hour to 45-minute range. Somewhere in that sort of range is what I like to have for the workouts. If they're going longer than that, perhaps there's a little too much rest in there, but maybe you need a little bit more rest. So, keep that in mind. Maybe an hour at max is kind of where I want you, especially starting off. We don't want to go too hard too fast, because then we get, like I said, debilitating sore, and then you don't want to do anything for 2 weeks, right? So we want to ease into things as we go. So this first exercise, this first set that I have you do may seem super easy. I mean, to some people it may seem super easy. To others, it may be in the sweet spot. To others, it may be too hard. And that's what we're using this first one to kind of figure out is, okay, where are we with this in the scale of things? And then we'll adjust it as we need to, as we go along. But so wanted to come on and explain a little bit of that for you first here. Enjoy the exercises. Please feel free to reach out to me with a message on anything that you need adjusting on this. You know, if there's like, man, I got a sore knee, and for some reason I may have missed that in things, or hey, I can't do this because, shoot me a message, please. If I happen to have overlaid, it doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while, we'll get that where it's like, oh yeah, that's right, you should, you know, that's something that you shouldn't do. You know, I shouldn't have asked you to do that. Every once in a while, that might happen, but so please, you know, also be your own advocate on this stuff too. I'm gonna, you know, it's a template, I guess you could say. You know, if there's some things on here that you need to adjust for you, absolutely feel free, and let me know that too, so that we can adjust it in the system too. Okay. All right. In the meantime, again, thank you so much for being here, and I'll let you have at the rest of the exercises on this.